Okay, let's see what they got for us this month. Let me open it from the top. And we get another resistor card, a business card of theirs. And a little promo card. Right here, if you use promo code October 10 off for a 10% off your next order. And a Cyber City Circuits sticker. Let's see. Arduino Pro Micro USB keyboard kit. Instructions found at this website here. I must admit, I have yet to mess with an actual Pro Micro. Alright, we got a bunch of diodes. Something tells me there's going to be a lot of soldering going on this month. And a bunch of push button switches there. What do we have? We got some header pins. I think that's our Pro Micro. And the circuit board. Yep, there's going to be a lot of soldering on this guy. What does it say on it? Arduino Pro Micro keyboard. I wonder if, yeah. Oh, wow, this is actually going to be a keyboard. Well, that's neat. That is flat out neat right there. We got some resistors, USB cable, instructions. Who needs instructions? All right, this is really cool. I'm still trying to figure out how can they do all this for $12 a month. That just blows my mind there. That is a lot for $12 a month. All right, well, let's get to putting this thing together. All right, I'm going to admit I have become a Cyber City Circuits fanboy. Everything they have sent is quality, and I'm still amazed they were able to do all of this for $12. And I've said in videos before, I'm not an engineer, but there is one thing I do know a great deal about, and that is PCBs, especially two-sided PCBs. When I was younger, I worked for a company. We made PCBs. Everything from large manufacturing accounts to specialized boards, and I've done it all. I've actually worked in as far as manufacturing the actual PCBs to supervising. Back when I started, we actually screen printed everything on it, but that was before they started really photo developing. All the ink, we had different inks. You had one ink that was a high sol that had to be cured in big Bassie ovens. We had UV ovens for Enthone ink and stuff. They cured it that way, and it was way different back then. And I've worked, like I said, I've done drilling in them. I've electrical tested them. I've worked in pattern. I've actually worked with putting the hot air solder in them. I've worked on prototype lines, even with these large scale breadboarding. And every board I've looked at from them, I'm pretty sure they are manufacturing them, all these themselves. It's straight quality. This is superior to most of the stuff I see that's coming from anywhere else. So, great job to Cyber City Circuits on all this. Even the Pro Micro, which I really don't know too much about. I mean, I know of the chip, but I've yet to fool around with one. I don't know the specs. I know it's a Atmel 32. What is that? U4 chipset. It's got a 16 megahertz crystal on it. I don't know what the capability, what the memory and stuff with this chip is. I'm assuming it's probably similar to like a Pro Mini or something. I'm not real sure on that. Okay, after studying this board, I think this is kind of similar to the way you would grid out LEDs if you had Arduino controlling the LEDs to light up. I haven't looked at the code, so I really don't know. But I think it's similar, but it works opposite. With LEDs, the Arduino is going to send the pulse to fire up the individual LEDs on the grid. And I think this is laid out on the grid, except it's opposite. When you press the button, it's actually going to fire a signal back to the Arduino. I could be wrong on that, but that's the way it looks to me. Okay, we're going to start off. I'm going to put in these 3 resistors right here. They're all the same value. Looks like they're LEDs that go up here, so they'll be pull down resistors. I'm going to solder those in first. These resistors are non-polarized, so they can go in any way you want to put them in. Okay, we got our resistors in. Now we got a whole boatload of diodes right here to put in. We got these little diodes here. These are some 1N 41, 48s, real common little switching diodes. Diodes are polarized. I don't know if you can see. You got a little black line on one side of it, and that is going to be your cathode side. So your current is going to flow this direction. So they are polarized. This is your anode side, this is your cathode side. And if it'll focus right here, you'll see where the little line is. That side right there symbolizes that is the cathode side, and that is the anode side. So your little black line side should go down here at the bottom. Alright, I'm going to show you a little trick with the switches here. Place your switch in. Put your finger on it, turn it upside down, and then you want to take your leads on the opposite end and flare them out. And it will sit nice and pretty flat on the board for you. Alright, that was a whole bunch of soldering. Alright, next we're going to put in our LEDs. LEDs are polarized. You have your 2 legs here. The long one here, that is your anode. That's the positive, and the short one is the cathode. That is your negative. You also, on some of them, you have a little cutout right here, a little flat area. That also lets you know that's, excuse me, that is the cathode side. And if we look at our board here, the board is clearly marked. The top here is the positive and the lower side is the negative. And you can also check on your legend here with the circle. There is a flat edge right here. That'll let you know that that's going to be the cathode side. Okay, I got all the blue LEDs soldered in. Now we're going to take our Pro Micro, take the male header pins, we're going to line them up. Whoops, that's the female side. Take the male side. The small side of the pins go to the Arduino and stick out at the top. Then we're going to take the female side and go ahead and put those in. And then if you look on the board here, it marks right here, that is the USB side. So we're going to stick it in the board. And then we're going to solder the back side first, then come to the top and solder the top side. Okay, we got it all soldered together. And boy, that was a lot of soldering. Alright, now we're going to get toothbrush out, some isopropyl alcohol, and just clean all the flux off the board. And I use the 99%. This stuff dries almost instant. Watch out, it's highly flammable. You probably want to use, if you're using isopropyl alcohol, just standard rubbing alcohol, you probably want to use the stuff. It's about 70%. Alright, then we're going to go test it out. Alright, I got it put together. Sorry about the lighting, my wife's the vampire. And it appears to be working. And cap locks, symbol locks, backspace. Oh, that's pretty neat. Okay, another quality kit from Cyber City Circuits. This was actually a really neat idea, and you also can remove your Pro Micro and use it for other projects. I'm still amazed they were able to do this for $12. Well, if you like this video, give it the thumbs up and always subscribe for more content. Y'all have a good day.